So I'm in my garage getting stuff out for heavy trash on Monday, and there's this cardboard box, and the first thing I take out of it is this little spiral, and it is a bunch of notes, I guess, that my dad took at church. That's something he did every Sunday. This is from 2000 and, I don't know if you can see it, 2002. So I'm interested in digging into the rest of this box to see what else is in here. I think it's mostly old bills, but you never know. So if I find something else good in this box, I will add to the story. So there was nothing else interesting in the box, so I decided to come in for a few minutes because it's cold here in Houston, Texas. It's like in the low 40s, I think, so I'm freezing. But as I was coming in, I saw this project that Ava had made, I think in high school, and it was a project on my dad. It highlighted his accomplishments in life and stuff like that. And then I realized that I've never talked about this, I don't think. So my dad, he was not a college educated man. He did not even finish high school. I think he stopped going to school in like 8th grade, I think, to work and to help provide for his family. So after he closed the candy shop a few years before I was born, he started working at Metro, which is the local bus company. Throughout his career there, he eventually retired from there. And throughout his career, he worked his way up. Bus driver, car starter, supervisor, dispatcher, and then when he retired, I may have missed one position, but when he retired, he ended up retiring as assistant superintendent of transportation at one of the garages in Houston. He was the first Hispanic full-time employee to hold 4 out of the 5 positions he held. So I'm very proud of him. He's always been a hard worker and super dedicated to his family. And even though, this is kind of funny, even though my dad, he was always like very charismatic, and you could probably tell that a little bit in videos, even though he has dementia and he's 84, even though he's always super talkative, or always was in his younger life, super talkative and super charismatic and almost a flirt with women. But my mom wasn't jealous, at least during my lifetime. Now, I can't talk about, their super young life together because they were together from like 14 or 15. But at least as, fully grown, mature adults, I never saw that my mom was like jealous, But my dad was good looking too. And it's been interesting because probably like in the last 10 years, a couple of people that know my dad made comments like that they really admired him for being so faithful to his wife. One person recently said, and this was actually a candy customer of mine, that somehow, I don't know how he figured this out, that his mom, or maybe his mother-in-law, actually worked with my dad at Metro back in the day. I don't even know how that came up in conversation with them or how they figured that out, but she told him, and then he told me, that she admired my dad because even though he was, he was good looking and charismatic and talkative and all that he was always faithful to his wife. And it was nice for that to come back to me and hear that. So didn't expect to share all that, but I'm glad I did. And I know some of you have commented in the past about wanting to know what Dad was like when he was young. And so there you are.